Have you ever pondered what happens when an entire civilization just vanishes off the face of the earth? Imagine a thriving society, a bustling settlement that suddenly and inexplicably disappears. This is the tale of the Lost Colony of Greenland, a Norse settlement that simply faded into oblivion in the waning years of the 14th century. The mystery of what transpired to this community continues to baffle historians and archaeologists alike. The Lost Colony of Greenland was not merely a settlement, it represented a significant chapter in the saga of Norse exploration and settlement. The Norse seafaring Scandinavians were renowned for their audacious voyages and the establishment of new colonies. Greenland, with its vast icy landscapes and harsh climate, was one of their most ambitious ventures. The Norse settlers arrived on the shores of Greenland towards the end of the 10th century, led by Eric the Red, a man as fiery as his name suggests. He and his followers built a life in this unforgiving terrain, creating settlements that mirrored their homelands with wooden churches, farms, and bustling trade centers. For over 300 years, the Norse thrived in Greenland. They established a society that was both self-sufficient and connected to the broader Norse world. They traded goods like walrus ivory and polar bear skins for commodities they couldn't produce themselves, such as iron and timber. Despite the harshness of their environment, they managed to carve out a life that was uniquely their own. The Lost Colony of Greenland wasn't just a settlement. It was a testament to human resilience and adaptability. Its inhabitants had braved the unforgiving Arctic conditions to create a thriving community. But in the late 14th century, something happened. The Norse vanished from Greenland, leaving no trace of their existence behind. The colony that had once bustled with life fell eerily silent. Thus, the stage was set for a thriving colony, but destiny had other plans. Imagine, one moment you're part of a bustling society, and the next, you're just a whisper in the winds of history. This is the tale of the Lost Colony of Greenland, a story of rise and fall that continues to intrigue us to this day. In the late 14th century, Norse settlers, those fearsome seafarers from Scandinavia, set their sights on the icy, uncharted expanse of Greenland. Braving the harsh climate and treacherous seas, they found a way to adapt, to survive, and to thrive. They built homes from the very ice and stone that blanketed their new land, harnessing the raw and unforgiving environment to sustain their society. Over time, the colony grew, as did their resilience. But with the harsh conditions also came challenges. The weather patterns began to change, becoming even more unpredictable and severe. The sea, once a lifeline, became a barrier, isolating them from the rest of the world. The resources that once seemed abundant began to dwindle. The scarcity of food, the lack of materials, these were the first signs of the impending fall. And then, there were the Inuit, the indigenous people of the Arctic. Relations between the Norse settlers and the Inuit were, at best, strained. At worst, they were hostile. Could conflict with the Inuit have precipitated the downfall of the Norse colony? It's a possibility that we cannot ignore. The colony that once stood as a testament to human resilience and adaptation began to crumble. The once bustling society was now a shadow of its former self, struggling to survive in an increasingly hostile environment. From a thriving settlement, it had become a place of desperation and despair. And then, as if swallowed by the icy wilderness itself, the colony vanished. The settlers, their homes, their stories, all were lost to time, leaving behind only whispers in the winds of history. The fate of the Lost Colony of Greenland remains a mystery, a tantalizing enigma that continues to captivate us. So, what could possibly lead to the disappearance of an entire civilization? Let's dive into the realm of theories and speculations. One of the theories that has gained quite a bit of traction is the notion of climate change. In the late 14th century, Earth entered a period known as the Little Ice Age. The harsher, colder conditions could have led to crop failure, making it increasingly difficult for the settlers to sustain themselves. But could climate change alone wipe out an entire civilization? Then, there's the theory of conflict with the Inuit, the indigenous people of Greenland. It's possible that tensions arose between the Norse settlers and the Inuit, leading to violent conflicts. However, there's a glaring lack of archaeological evidence to support this theory. No signs of battles or massacres have been found, and it's a stretch to believe that a conflict could have caused the complete disappearance of the Norse settlers. Disease is another theory that has been proposed. The settlers could have fallen victim to a pandemic, much like the Black Death that swept through Europe in the 14th century. But again, This theory is riddled with holes. There's no evidence of mass graves or signs of a rapid, large-scale death event. The possibility of mass migration is another theory that's often proposed. Perhaps the settlers simply chose to abandon the harsh conditions of Greenland and return to their homeland or venture further into North America. This theory, while plausible, is also unproven. There's no record of a sudden influx of Norse people in other settlements during this time period. Despite all these theories, there's no concrete evidence supporting any single one. The truth remains shrouded in mystery. The disappearance of the Norse settlement on Greenland is a tale of a civilization that vanished without a trace. The truth of their disappearance is a puzzle that, to this day, remains unsolved. Despite its disappearance, the Lost Colony of Greenland left behind a legacy that continues to intrigue and mystify. This enigma has woven itself into the fabric of popular culture, sparking countless books, films, and television series. Its influence extends beyond mere entertainment, serving as a touchstone for historians and archaeologists. The mystery propels ongoing investigations, fueling a relentless quest for answers. The Lost Colony also provides invaluable insights into Norse exploration and settlement patterns. It serves as a testament to the audacity and resilience of the Norse people, who braved the harsh Arctic wilderness in search of new lands. Despite the colony's eventual disappearance, its existence demonstrates the far-reaching impacts of Norse exploration in the world. The Lost Colony of Greenland, a tale of exploration, survival, and mystery, continues to echo through the corridors of time. In the end, the Lost Colony of Greenland remains an unsolved enigma, a ghost story written on the icy canvas of the Arctic. This tale of rise, fall, theories, and legacies continues to intrigue us. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the unknown. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring the mysteries of our past.